Hey, how are you guys doing today? I hope amazing. So we're back with Entropia Universe. I'm gonna get chat up real quick. Um, Outside of that, I hope you all are doing outstandingly well. I'm having an awesome week. Plan for today is to get a little bit of casual play out of the way, double check a few things and stuff like that. Reality wise, I'm going to go over things that can get you banned from my channel. One of the biggest ones is if you state knowingly factually incorrect stuff and try to, well, basically, if you lie and say things like, well, Rocktopia has been, um, the server has been took down or some crap like that, and it's just total bullshit, I'm likely gonna ban you. And so just because reality wise, I try to keep this channel to have accurate information about what's going on in the Entropia universe. When I have people sitting there and giving me factually incorrect information, I absolutely will not put up with that. If you knowingly just make up some fabricated crap on this channel and attempt to basically say things like, well, something that's factually wrong, I'm gonna ban you. And it today I mentioned that because last time I was playing, somebody had literally doubled down on the fact that, well, the incorrect fact that Rocktopia's server had been taken down, Rocktopia was no more, blah blah blah, and stuff like that, in which we all know that that's not true. Rocktopia is still around, and there is no plan on taking down Rocktopia. And so we'll go in here, I'll double check that again one more time. Right now I'm going to go back into last thing, and I am permanently banning the individual that said that they removed Rocktopia, and they are going to be banned right now. And they are banned from this channel. And so, just like that, if you want to say stuff, make sure it's not just total bullcrap. I will ban you if you get on my channel and you lie, scam, or just misrepresent reality. And so, or if you're just vicious or mean at any of the other people, I'm gonna ban you. I'm not putting up with, uncivilized behavior on my channel. Outside of that, I'm kicking butt, doing awesome in real life. I hope you guys are all doing awesome in real life as well. I'm going to see what I'm going to do today. I kind of thought about knocking out a little bit of mining. Not really sure if that's the way I want to go. I will tell you that I'm super close to a giant amount of skills from some of the mining missions. I'll pull that up and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in that. So we'll go to actions, we'll go to missions. And in all honesty, guys, I really prefer that everybody just stays on the up and up. It'll let us avoid all that, unfortunate stuff of me deciding that you're absolutely untrustworthy or uncivilized to the point that I just ban you from my channel. I personally don't like banning people, but I personally hate deception, and I really don't like it when people are rude to each other. And so, easy way to avoid that is just be polite to each other. Don't be a deceptive person. You probably won't get banned from my channel. Just gonna say that. So let's pull up our stuff. I gotta see if I have a bunch of ammo on me. I know I have a tool. I will show you what's going on with this. Look at this. If we finish this up, I get 3 ped. That's not that impressive. I think it's the Listerium one that's the ton of ped that I get. Yeah, 30 ped worth of stuff for the Listerium one. And so if I could knock out a bunch of Listerium, that'd be a good thing, right? I personally am mining right now with a light finder and this TerraMaster 5. I believe that's going to go deep enough that we should be able to get some stuff. Then after that, we'll go and we'll look for other exciting ways to have fun within Entropia universe. See, this is going to be going deeper than most people go in the game, just for you guys' info. Let's look at this. Depth-wise, I'm going to be hitting 890 on average. Honestly, I probably should be in one of the areas where we have a chance of getting Dunkel, but we'll start dropping around this little island because I've done pretty good about it here. We don't know that that's going to hold up, though, you know. Hope you guys are doing awesome, by the way. By the way, I did open up my giant box of cooking stuff. Super excited there. And so I will be getting cooking videos up on my YouTube channel, just so you guys know. Geez, we're doing crappy on these drops so far. I'm going to have to switch to a gun likely in a second too. I'll probably have a bunch of mobs trying to chase me and chomp me or something. Moral of the story is, though, basically don't lie. Don't be rude to people. Don't do deceptive things. Don't be scammy. At least on my channel, if you're being scammy or lie or intentionally mislead people or do any of that crap, I'm legit 100% just gonna ban you. And so not a big deal if you don't mind being banned, but it ends up being a big deal if I have to ban you over just being an ass. See what's coming at me here. I really like these lower level mobs on this island, just for the record. Excellent little things. And likely we will also probably, I'll do some hunting in a little bit. I just want to get one little run around here. See what we can get real quick. Trying to read what's going on here too. Oh. I'm gonna let you guys know that where they're telling this guy to get a good mentor is true. You want to have a good mentor in this game, just for the record, like. And outside of that, everybody doing amazing? I hope so. Some of the stuff that they're giving for advice here, I don't totally disagree with right down here, but I mean, like, it's perception. A lot of people are like, hey, if you want to make pet in this game, don't shoot. I kind of consider that kind of like playing the game without playing the game. You know what I mean? Which you can do. You can totally sit there and do a whole bunch of, hey, I'm going to just focus on how much pet I have and I'm not really going to play. That honestly is the best way to just make pet, is to just not actually be playing and to just focus on the profit aspect of it. Buying things in the market and reselling them and such things like that. Totally an option. But Not so much fun. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy's straight up correct. He's saying, but remember, level comes also at cost of play. If you don't plan to depot, then you stay low level and make sure not to be dreaming big. I mean, like, in all honesty, guys, don't base your gameplay off of dreams, okay? Just actually play for fun. If you play for some kind of, like, I'm gonna get rich in a video game type thing, good luck to you on that. Honestly, it's likely not gonna happen. I mean, like, I hope it does happen for you, but I'm gonna be reality with you. Um, the odds that you get rich playing a video game is super, super crap odds. Okay? I mean, like, it could happen, so I'm not going to say, oh, there's no chance in heck that you ever get rich playing a video game. One of you might be the 1 in a million anomaly person that, like, legit gets super rich playing a video game. But for the most part, if you could just easily get rich playing a video game, less people would show up and work jobs, like actual jobs. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be all like trying to tell you that, oh, Entropia, you can be a virtual millionaire in no time at all, and it's some kind of guaranteed. All you got to do is, nah. If that was true, I would just be a virtual millionaire and I would be rich and I wouldn't be like having a real life career, because in all honesty, focusing on your real life career and skilling up in real life is going to bring you way more money than focusing on trying to skill up and make it rich in a video game. Okay? I mean, and I get that some of you might live in a country where like a few bucks is like average income or some crap like that. I don't know what to say then. Like, I have little to say if you live in a country where you make horrible amounts of money in comparison to what you can make in a video game. But for reality, in most first world countries, you are absolutely better off getting a second job if you're trying to make money than dumping a ton of hours and money into here thinking it's going to somehow come back to you in a meaningful way. Like, don't fall into the trap of trying to get rich in a video game is basically what I'm saying. And like, if you do get rich in a video game, that's awesome. Super cool, guys. Never been the most excited person to do mining, even though I mine a bunch. Just because personally it's a little bit of, I consider it one of the more boring things. I mean, it's not as boring as, hey, let me go sweat somewhere, but I do consider mining a slightly boring, excuse me, aspect of the game. And I absolutely did not mean to yawn. I ate a giant cheeseburger right before I started streaming. I'm going to be honest. You know, the food has put me into that yummy little food coma zone where you're like, I could take a nap. I'm not going to go take a nap. But I literally had business meetings all morning, then ate a hamburger and hopped on here. And so we are where we're at that point. I don't know what to say besides, hey. I think we're almost to burn out our little booster in here. Oh, frick no. You know, these light mining boosts are actually a pretty good deal. I don't normally use them, pretty impressed with it. I'm going to poof us onto a different island and we'll mine it. Frickin' dominating on this morning, though. I don't know if you guys love coffee, but coffee is one of the greatest things in the world, just so you guys know. I'm a pretty big fan of coffee at this point. I've always been a fan of coffee. Well, probably not when I was a child, because then I didn't drink coffee, but adult lifestyle, I'm freaking a fan. I'm going to poof us somewhere. I don't really like this area that we're mining in, so it's kind of, we're going to get out of here. I mean, like, I do like the fact that we're finding a whole bunch of Listerium and stuff like that. Obviously, I need 10,000 points, so that's going to be a while. I'm going to take us to an area that's a little better. Maybe I should be making us a new amplifier before I take us there. I don't know. What in the what is going on? I'm kind of shocked at how many people are hanging out here. This little island is not like a super popular area normally, but you know. Okay, got it. Boom. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I've had super good luck in this area. By super good luck, I mean like dang luck. You know what I mean? I'm going to head down this direction, and I'm going to likely find me some zinc. Hey, how you doing, Avalonus? I hope you're rocking it. Hope all of you are rocking it, to be honest, guys. I'm kind of hoping everybody's doing good in their own life. I'm doing freaking awesome so far, and so. Okay, boom. Growth molecules I don't really need, and I usually TT these or trade them out and stuff like that. I'm going to be honest. Landowners are the only people that use growth molecules. And so at one point I did have somebody I traded them to that would buy them up. But for the most part at this point I don't do it that way. Man, they're really giving a lot of advice to whoever this is that they're talking to. This set a monthly deposit limit and stay within your rank and stuff like that. That's legit, guys. In fact, can I tell you, at first, I would set a super low deposit rate because at first you don't know what you're doing. And a lot of the money that you might deposit in is going to be wasted because you don't know what you're doing at first in this game. And I mean, like, I get it that sometimes you have to pay for that learning curve. But for the most part, guys, like, you can kind of learn this game without making massive deposits. And I would almost always suggest people learn the game before you start making some kind of large-scale deposits. And guys, Never deposit money you can't throw in the garbage. It's like never sit down at a gambling table with money you couldn't throw away. Same thing. If you deposit the money into this game, you need to deposit the money into the game under the understanding that you could just as much throw it in the garbage. If you need that money back at some point, don't put it in. Like, legitimately, like, I've seen so many people make bad financial decisions playing this game, in which it's a fun game to play as a game. If you're doing it as anything else but a game, you're gonna burn yourself, guys. Don't do it. Let's see, energy matter. We'll take that. That's my opinion, at least, right? See, this is true. Lots of people put, let's say, $20 a month and think big, and after a little, some pew pew cry, are emptied and don't play till their next deposit. That really does happen, guys. I'm not going to bash anybody for how much they put into the game or don't put into the game. And I'm going to be honest, you guys. Some people will talk crap about the free-to-play players. I'm not free-to-play, but legitimately I've met free-to-play players that are doing better than some of the depot players. And, like, they're just doing it differently. And I think that's super impressive. When somebody hasn't depoted any money and yet they've still built up a whole bunch of stuff, I personally think that's more impressive than when somebody's like dumped hundreds and hundreds of dollars into the video game at all. I mean, like, I like it when people dump money into the game because, you know, I play the game and stuff like that. It supports it being a game. But reality-wise, it's less impressive when the guy that's dumped $1,000 or $2,000 into the game is a certain rank, opposed to the guy that's just ground it, figured out how it works, and hasn't depoted anything. And I know a lot of people are going to feedback me on that, tell me some stuff about how, like, blah, 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 they're leeches or whatever. That might be. That might be, in your opinion. I don't really care if somebody has put a dime into the game. If they're making a whole bunch of pet in the game, they're obviously contributing in some way. Also, in all honesty, once you've played this game so much, there's very little new to do in it. And finding new ways to keep yourself entertained does become more complicated. It's one of the reasons I don't play all the time and I play selectively, because I don't have crap to do every day in this game that justifies me jumping on every day. I like jumping on, I like playing it. Do I have something that I'm going to do for 8 hours every day? Frick no. Not going to happen. Like, every game I've ever played has that point where you're like, well, I don't know what else I'm going to do. And this game is just like every other game. I mean, it's its own game. But, you know, like, really, in all honesty, after a few thousand hours of gameplay, I don't know what you haven't done. Man, we're getting so many growth molecules. If any of you guys own a land area and need growth molecules, let me know. I'm stacking them up right here. Let's look at what we have. I'm going to end up probably throwing them into a... I'm going to trade them into nanocubes is what's going to end up happening likely. I feeling too serious today, you guys. And I want to just be honest. Like you know how some days you feel a weight of gravity upon the day? Like, during my meetings and everything, there has just been a weight of gravity. I mean, I have been reading a whole bunch of books by different people, and it could be that I'm slightly being influenced by the random crap I'm reading, but who knows? Oh, we're totally about done. Then we'll get to shooting things in a second. Huh, yeah. I'm gonna get a little bit more coffee in me. Oh, it's letting me know I need to. This game always letting me know stuff. See, do we have normal ammo? Yep. I'm gonna switch to hunting Argonauts. I like Argonauts myself. We're ranked 10 at 82%, so not really a big shock that I like Argonauts. We'll probably eat a pill of some kind. Let's see what we have. No, pills are the right kind, guys. Oh, dude, it's going awesome. I thought that was Dr. Shioba. I think I said that right, but I probably butchered your name. I hope you're having a great day. Personally, I'm rocking it. Kicking butt for the day. I'm gonna probably have to grab myself a loot pill because I'm lazy and I actually don't like having to double click on things to loot them. And so, and I'll admit it, like, you know, I could probably get away with not doing it. So I'm gonna cook tonight. I won't do it as a stream, but I'm gonna upload it onto it. You know what? I probably could stream it and record it. I'm gonna cook either tonight or tomorrow night. Now I've got to figure out when, because somebody wanted to take me to dinner tonight, which then kind of makes it awkward if I just come home right after they take me to dinner and bust out cooking some stuff. But I'm gonna cook a delicious meal. It's gonna be epic. So it's basically oh, that's true. You do become a slave to its effect. As soon as you use loot pills, guys, they make you lazy. No crap. Like, I played for a really long time and never used a loot pill. The second I used one, the next time I went out hunting, the extra work that it took me to do, which is in comparison like nothing, bothered me. It's absolutely easy to get like addicted to using loot pills. And by addicted, I mean loosely addicted, where you're just like, this is so convenient that I don't want to have to walk over there and grab the stuff. But yeah, I'm going to cook, I don't even know what it's called because I'm going to have to make up a name for it, just to be honest. It's a inspired dish. It's a Mediterranean inspired dish, but it's actually not a real dish. I mean, it's just delicious. And so I'm going to have to make up a name for it. That's kind of, I don't know what I'll have to do there. I'll probably actually just explain to an AI how I cook it and then ask the AI to make up a name for it. I will probably put a cookbook together long term. I really like food. And so, yeah, a cookbook would be something I want to do long term. I have to, though, get enough, like, kind of pseudo-original recipes that it makes sense to do. And I'm still in the middle of revisions on my one book anyway, which I get to publish soon. But legitimately, I'm in the middle of studying a bunch of stuff, reading a bunch of books, and doing a bunch of work for a company. And so I kind of got buried. And I'm not too happy about that. I'm happy about money. That's a good thing. But I like my free time a super lot, and I feel that I overly committed on behalf of companies. And so my free time melted away into I don't even have free time now, right now. It's kind of out of control. It's the plague of success. I mean, like, you want to be successful, right? But you don't want to be so successful that all of a sudden you're just buried. And honestly, I overcommitted. I'll admit, I overcommitted, you guys. I shouldn't have done it. I mean, like, there was a reasonable amount of what I should have said I was willing to do. And in my zealous nature of, like, taking on stuff, I overly did that. And so now I'm just trying to get through it successfully, and then I will measure my decision making better from here on out. I won't take on as many things. But legitimately, I've had the opportunity to get on a ground floor of a startup and help them succeed. And I told them I would take a bunch of their meetings. And at first, their overflow meetings and stuff like that were maybe like 1 or 2 a week. And it's not that anymore. It's absolutely wild. So they're going to be successful, though. That's a thumbs up. They're going to be super successful as a company. Unfortunately, that turned into me having meetings every freaking day. And now multiple meetings every day. And in all honesty, I had committed based on where they were at, knowing that it would increase, but I didn't realize how much it was going to increase. And so cool for them, awesomeness, and I'm super excited for everything that's going on. But I didn't realize that I had committed to, it just is what it is, right? I didn't know how successful they were going to become and as fast as they're becoming successful. And so it's awesome because it's a friend's company for one, and on top of that, they're gonna hook me up pretty good, and they're paying me. But reality-wise, I was kind of thinking when I committed that I was gonna have a couple meetings a week, or maybe 3, 4 meetings a week. And yep, nope, it's a lot. It's a lot of meetings, in which they're all super pleasant, by the way. So I've been meeting with school boards and school districts and stuff like that for them. And I'm going to let you know, they've all been super friendly meetings, right? Like, none of them have been hostile. One of them was a little hostile, but it was kind of like a serious, like, well, they weren't hostile. They were just not as friendly as the other people have been. The thing is, though, when I committed to it, I really was kind of like half committing, like, hey, in my mind, they were really going to only have a few meetings for me a week. And now it is a lot of meetings. And so that's kind of got in the way of some stuff because I really was also working on my own projects. But money-wise, their project does make more than what I was doing anyway, just for the record. So I have no ability to woo-woo, complain, and cry about it. That would be silly, right? But I will admit that no, I did not realize. Their product's doing super well, by the way. Like, and they're gonna come out with a version of their product that's designed for businesses and organizations and stuff like that outside of the school systems that legitimately will also need my help. And so I don't know how I'm going to slowly wind down my obligation at all at this point. I have no idea. Right? What do you do? In all honesty, if it keeps growing at the rate they're growing, though, I'm going to end up needing to hire myself some kind of freaking assistant. Which I don't know what I would have an assistant do for me at this point. But yeah. So what they created is a program that does positive behavioral reinforcement tool. So it basically tracks points for students and stuff like that, allows them to have access to an online and in physical school store / and allows for a bunch of data to be analyzed. And so far, just over this last year, they've got into every single state pretty much in the country. Down there in that many schools. And so that's interesting. It's neat to see going on. Have mustache hairs tickling my nose. That's always pleasant, tickly. Hate that. You know that there's a Mexican restaurant I go to commonly, you guys? And I know the owner. And I kind of want to ask him if he would let me take my camera into the back and have one of his employees show how something's cooked. Like, it's a good Mexican restaurant too. Like, we're talking like dank food. Like, oh my God, it's good food. I don't know how to cook Mexican food like that though. I mean, I know how to cook some food, but you guys, I'm talking that this is like, I'm gonna ask him next time I go to his restaurant because he's cool as heck, right? In fact, you guys, I had a hangover on what was it? Saturday, because on Friday night I went to his restaurant and I had a big margarita, and right as I thought I was about done with my margarita, he brought a pitcher of margaritas over and refilled my freaking margarita. For free. Like, he's that cool. He's an awesome guy. And so then, I'm not a big drinker, and so a margarita is my tipsy point. So, of course, one of my friends had to then drive me home, which I don't mind. I think it's asinine to drive drunk. I would never do it, and I actually will tell you guys it because I don't want you to have something bad happen in your life, and I would not want you to do something bad in somebody else's life. If you're tipsy or you've been drinking, just call somebody, have them give you a ride home, call an Uber, frickin' whatever you have to do. Take a long walk home if you need to. But don't get in a car and drive. I'm like super against that. I've never known somebody that's died from a DUI personally myself. I'm very glad that I've never known somebody that's had that happen in their life. But my heart would break if I was just like, oh, I had a fun night out. Let me get in my car and drive home, and I hurt somebody else. I would not want to have to live with that. I wouldn't want you guys to live with that either. And so I'm a pretty big fan of, if you're going to go out drinking, figure out how you're getting home, and don't make it, I'm going to just be careful driving home. That literally is not worth it. It's stupid as crap. It's literally likely to cause some kind of thing that you don't need on your life. You know, you don't need that on your conscience for sure. And so I'm a big fan of drive home when you're sober, or get somebody to drive you. And in all honesty, there's sober driver groups in a lot of towns, at least in America. I mean, I don't know the one in my area because I have a bunch of friends, and thank God they like know that I'm not out of control. And so the one or two times I might ever call them and say, hey, I had a little bit bigger margarita than I thought I was going to have, or whatever, they're going to come and help me out. And in all honesty, if you guys lived where I live and you guys were drunk and you messaged me, I'm probably willing to come pick you up. Like, I would really rather be inconvenienced by somebody else than read some kind of headline or have that kind of stuff be on somebody. I just wouldn't want that for anybody, you guys. That stands for a lot of bad decisions. Like, don't make a decision in the moment that will affect you for the rest of your life. It's a bad thing, guys. This is so good. Outside of that, pretty much just kicking butt. I need to know how to make gorditas. And if you guys have ever had a real Mexican gordita, they're freaking amazing. I've been getting them every time I go to his restaurant at this point. That, where I've been getting, what do they call them? Barra tacos or something like that. And the other ones that I've been getting have like pineapple and all kinds of stuff in them. And they're delicious. They're so good. And I'm trying to think of what they're called. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. Really good tacos. When I'm looking at the menu, I know what they're called. But when I'm at home for some reason, no clue what I... Tacos something. Let's see if Google knows what I'm talking about. Which type of tacos have beef and pineapple? Oh, guys, there's a... Oh, al pastor. I've been eating tacos al pastor. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know why they're called tacos al pastor, because I don't know that part, but that is dank. And then the other ones are good too. Honestly, I just like tacos. You know what I heard though is crazy? I've heard that one of the largest street foods in the world is shish kebabs. And can I tell you, in America, or at least where I live and vacation and travel around, shish kebabs aren't really traditional street food. I kind of wish that there was a shish kebab dude where I live. I like shish kebabs, but my understanding is that in Russia and in a lot of Eastern Europe and stuff like that, a shish kebab is the #1 street food, like fast food style type thing that you can just go grab one and go, well, just go grab a shish kebab. That's not a thing where I live. I wish it was, because I would do that. I would eat shish kebabs. Like that's something that I would definitely do. kind of now I wonder if that could be a real business in America. Like if I could just open a shish kebab like cart or something like that. I'm not gonna. I got too much busy stuff going on. But kind of, can you picture a shish kebab cart? Do any of you guys live in an area where they have shish kebab carts? And where do you live? Like what country or region? That's what I would like to know. And do you think that they're bomb? I feel that they would be good. I'm kind of trying to picture Avalonis. What the heck does a Russian shish kebab taste like? What is a Russian shish kebab? This is a real question, you guys. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but or anybody that's from Eastern Europe. Would you guys answer what are Eastern European shish kebabs? And you eat them a lot. Like I'm curious about other people's cultural foods. I also want to have Turkish coffee, just for the record. I've never had that. It looks freaking awesome. Guys, we are rocking through these guys. Yeah, no, I know kebabs are Turkish, but supposedly it's a growing one of the largest convenient pickup foods in most of Eastern Europe. I don't know. I don't live in Eastern Europe, but I was watching a food fact show, and it was comparing like what each people like find as a convenient thing to like grab and pick up on the way home from work. I would eat Turkish kebabs. Like, I'm going to be honest, guys. Outside of, like, a few weird things that I don't like, I would try pretty much anything. Within reason. Like, there's some stuff that I'm a big solid no on. So, I watched this Japanese dish where they basically... Well, I don't even want to show you guys because I don't want to get, like, in trouble. Oh. See, I need to go over to Europe. And just, like, I have friends that went and backpacked Europe and stuff like that. I was busy doing stuff, like, trying to not suck at life. And so I didn't ever do that as a younger person. But in all honesty, I don't want to backpack it though, guys. I'm going to be honest. I want to go see Europe, but I want to see it from like a leisure type, stay at a nice restaurant, stay at a nice hotel type style. I don't want to be like, I'm not wanting to stay at a hostel. I don't need to go stay at the whatever places. I want to stay at nice places. I don't like staying at seedy places. Or places where there's just, I like nice places. I've noticed that over the years, I've heard of this stuff. This shawarma. Is that the meat that's on the thing that goes around and they carve off pieces of it? Is that what that is? I just want to double check. Because, like, sometimes you think you know what somebody's talking about, and then you're wrong. I would definitely eat the meat that's on that rotisserie thing that they cut off pieces of. We don't have that. I wish we did. Like, there's none of those places anywhere near me, you guys. Like, honestly, that would be a cool thing to go check out. There's something invisibly blocking me from going through there. Long term, I'm going to be honest, I kind of want to keep video gaming, but, like, in all honesty, video gaming to a certain extent. Like, so it stays fun. But as my channel makes more money and stuff like that, I really would like to focus on food and travel and stuff and going and seeing good places to go see. Like, I like video gaming, but, like, I only want to video game a reasonable amount. And I would like to have my lifestyle be more of a outside of video games, not just video games. Which I know that might sound weird to some people, but long term, huge goal. Hold on, I'm clicking this button. Oh, what the heck is this crap? Hold on. Yeah! That's what I want this. Where is this place? Is there one of these near me? I need to know where they are located. In Dublin. Oh my gosh, I want to go to Dublin so bad, you guys have no idea. So, you guys might not know this. I'm an American, of course, but like I'm 99.2% European, and most of it is Irish and British. In fact, hold on, let's see if I can pull this up. You guys will crack this up a little bit. I think I can pull my 23andMe stuff up. I'm not an ethnically diverse person, just so you guys know. I'm pretty much Irish. Let me find the login for this crap. There it is. Aren't you guys glad about Google login? Think I've got it. Yes. Okay. I'm going to make it where you guys can see this. You guys will laugh. So I'm already telling you guys I'm not diverse, okay? And so if you look at this, let me pop my head out of the way too even. Oh, I know, this is exciting stuff, right? I am like 99.2%. I'm 79.1% Irish, basically, and British. In which, that I wasn't shocked. Then I'm some French and German and Finnish and some other stuff. And then, this is the part I crack up at. This unassigned genetics. I call that my alien genetics. I don't know what that is, because they don't know what it is either, right? So, so I've got 0.2% alien genetics and 99% European genetics. Which, honestly, this stuff, if you guys have never done this, and I'm not selling this, of course, I don't really, like, I'm not a, whatever they call it, a, affiliate or something, right? But this stuff is fascinating. Watch this crap. Like, I found out from this stuff that I was related to this 9 hostages guy who honestly kind of sounds like a tyrant, to be honest, but we're not going to get into that. And I'm a descendant of this Yunel dynasty or Yunil dynasty. I'm not really sure what that is even. But this guy was the king of Tar in Northern Ireland. And so I'm related to some Irish king, basically. I know, fascinating stuff. I actually think that's neat. And so I would like to go to Ireland. Oh, that doesn't shock me. Restaurants not respecting. Can I tell you, here in America, if you go to a place, it's one of my biggest frustrations. It's not even like a restaurant not respecting a recipe. Can I tell you that a lot of times I'll go to a restaurant and something will be good, then I'll go to the restaurant again and it won't be the same? Hold on, I forgot to put the video thingy back up. And so consistency in restaurants is absolutely an issue anywhere in the world you go. In fact, it's a real big issue, and it bugs the crap out of me. Because if I buy something or I get some food and it's just amazing, and then I go back a couple days later and I get it and I'm like, this isn't even the frickin' same thing, that's disappointing, you guys. I don't like that. Like, I really like food to be, like, consistent. I want it to taste how it's supposed to taste. It is what it is. But in America, our restaurants are super naughty about that. And I'm not going to pretend about it. Like, you might go to a restaurant one day and it's just freaking amazing. You go, like, the next day, a different dude's working, and it's not even the same thing. And that happened to me recently with this place called Edgewater Brewery, which is an amazing place. Has a super good hamburger with beer cheese on it and everything, right? And I went there with somebody. It's normally delicious, and I felt absolutely let down on it. Like, I was just like, why? Why? Hey, Sucks TV, I hope you're having a great day. And so I don't know why that is, but in all honesty, you would think that once a company figures out exactly how to make something, they would just make it consistently like that and not have this switch up thing. I really like things to be how they're supposed to be. I'm gonna cash this out real quick. You know what? I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna save that up so we can do some kind of giveaway with a new person. New people like stuff. Oh, well, places that want to stay consistent, I'm for. But you guys know what I'm talking about, where you go to a restaurant and then, like, it's not the same thing that you had the first time at all. I freaking hate that. Like, I'm a big, no, I want it to just be how it's supposed to be. I don't want it messed with. And so one time, I actually knew they fired a chef over that. Well, I didn't know he was fired. But I had went to a place consistently for a while, and their fajitas were done perfect. Like, everything was good. And then I went there, and out of nowhere, their fajitas had drastically changed. And I asked, I'm like, hey, did you guys get a different cook? Because I was pretty sure they got a different cook. And yep, they had fired him. And honestly, it wasn't because of his cooking, because his cooking was spot on. So something else happened. I don't know what happened with the dude. His cooking was good though, guys. So that wasn't it. But he had been fired, which bugged me because the guy they hired was not good. Like, I don't know if like they just like really needed somebody or something. But legitimately, his cooking skill was comparatively nowhere near the same level of cooking. And so it was just sad. I love food so much. You know what's impressive about food? You know when you're angry, like all worked up and you're low blood sugar and stuff, or somebody's low blood sugar, and you feed them something that's delicious, and then there's this whole change in their whole attitude and everything about it? That's how powerful food is. Like, it's just crazy how food can bring people together, can calm somebody's soul. I like that part. And my friends let me know commonly that I'm a food snob, which I didn't think I was. I just thought I liked good food. But I have friends that have told me that I'm super picky. In which I don't think I'm that picky. I just want it made correctly and to taste delicious. Oh, Edgewater Brewery. It's super good. No, it's in Colorado, but there is an Edgewater in Florida. I don't get to go to Florida enough, you guys, but I would go there more. So I'm going to go, which I've never been, just for the record, I'm going to go to North Carolina. Why? Would I be happy? Shocking. Do you know about Lyon, France? You know Lyon, France has the most chevrons of any little area at all? Like they have, like, I've never been there. I just looked it up after I watched some kind of travel documentary on food. I know, right? Food combined with travel, how can you go wrong? But Lyon, France is where I want to go. Lyon, France has so many 4 and 5 and 3-star chevron restaurants that it's crazy. They have, I think, 2 different culinary academies and a whole bunch of art galleries. And that's all they have. Like, well, they have other stuff too. It's a whole town. But like, my reasoning to go there would be go check out art galleries, which I actually do like art galleries and stuff, and eat all their food. Not all their food. And in all honesty, most of their food. I couldn't eat it all, but I would eat a lot. I would eat a really lot of their food. But I want to go there. Like, it's on my list. And the other place I really want to go, well, I want to go all over the place. Jesus. I basically want to go everywhere. I want to go pretty much everywhere. But Lyon, France is on my list of places to make sure to go. And it's basically over the food and culture. Like, it's like a top list place. So I have to save up a crap ton of money to afford to go eat everywhere there and probably stay at the hotel. Wouldn't that be awesome? To just have that be your lifestyle. Just be like, okay, this week I'm going to be in this country eating these guys' food. Next week I'm going to be in the other. What we need to do is petition the Travel Channel to pay for me to have a travel show. I'm going to ask the computer how we do this. How do we get the Travel Channel to sponsor a travel show covering food and leisure? Well, I feel I want to do this. Oh, I want to stay. Yes, this is what I want to do. Do Airbnbs, stay in like the cool little places, and go hit all the hole-in-wall places and all the fancy places. I think that would be such a kick-butt lifestyle. Hey, Def M. Hey, how you doing, Dregs? Let me try to figure out how to say your drags risk Ilzmi. I can't even say your name. I apologize. Drags. We'll just shorten it to Drags so I don't butcher it as bad. I don't know if that's not butchering it as bad. Yeah, that would be a long-term goal. Like if I could just go and eat food, check out people's culture, and then like that's basically it. Just eat food and go check out people's culture. If you can do that in your life, you have successfully won. Like in my mind, like that is like a super big holy crap, you've succeeded at something. I would love that. This guy I'm killing right here, he's not going down too easy. I probably should have upped the firepower we were loading on him. But yeah, there's so many great countries to go and eat their food. I'm a little bit intimidated by the Far East though, you guys. Not because of like a logical reason. I actually don't know why I'm intimidated by the Far East. I've never been that far away from my home country, for one, I think. And that's about it. I don't have a good reason. But I like Far Eastern food. And so, I don't know. I would probably go to... Where's a good place to go? Cambodia, but I kind of think that's like maybe not a good choice, but I've had Cambodian food before and it was yummy. I don't know. Is Cambodia safe to go to now? Is that a place that you can go to and not have to be like worried? It seems like a place that would be fun. Alec 23 hot. How you doing, Alley Cat? I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I would go to pretty much everybody's country if I need to be unlimitedly rich. Because for some reason then I could successfully just like travel around and eat everybody's food. Can you imagine what a great... Okay, so I'm intimidated by New York. New York scares the crap out of me too. You just to be honest, guys. I've never been to New York. I'm scared of New York. I live in Colorado. I went to a lot of states. The East Coast, I've not. I want to go up to Maine and eat all their lobster. Like, Maine looks good to me. I'm not scared of Maine. But I'm scared of New York. I'm not even going to pretend. Like people will be like, blah, blah, blah. Why would be... New York freaks me out. Like, it looks a little overwhelming for one. And for sure, I don't really... Like, I want Chicago pizza too. But Chicago also... I'm intimidated by Chicago. I'm intimidated by New York. And it's not anything against them because I met super nice people from both places. I've just never been there myself. And they seem super scary to me. And so, not a big deal, but yeah. Now, Peru I'm not scared of as much. Peru seems like it would be a chill place. I mean, New York, though, scares the crap out of me a little bit. Some of the Far East places scare the crap out of me. Any of the places where they're religious fundamentalists and intolerant of other people, I'm kind of scared of those places too. I don't like that. And I don't care which group it is, you know. Basically, once you're a fundamentalist that like hates everybody else, I'm a little less likely to want to go to wherever it is. Myself. Good for the people that that do like going and exploring those places. I just personally, I don't want to go anywhere where they're kind of crazy. And I absolutely consider people being intolerant to other people crazy. Just for the record. I don't think it's logical. And so I try not to play into that game. But no, New York scares the crap out of me. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Any place where like that do this or we're gonna hurt you, I don't need to go there. I'm not, for one, even if it's not me that they want to hurt, I'm not gonna go support a country that acts like that based off of a basic principle of I really do believe that you vote how the world is with your money. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want a certain kind of business to exist, don't do business with them. I'm going to switch this out so I can put this guy down. And that's just how it is. And so, personally, I don't do business and would not go to places that act in any way that's hostile. Oh, look at that. We got 23.9 pad in shrapnel from that kill. That's crazy. I don't know how that worked out like that. I'm going to get us a little bit of mining in here, and we're going to go find us a new person. But yeah, I would never spend my money in a place that wants to act all crazy at people. Oh, is it our tool that has detach attachment? Basically, if they're not going to respect everybody, I don't need to spend money. Like, I just, that's me. And so, but there's some of those places that honestly, if they were different than they are, would be cool to go to. Like, I've seen pictures of the beaches in Yemen. It looks very pretty on the beach. I've seen pictures of Syria. I'm not going to go to Syria. I wouldn't feel safe there. Not going to happen. But I'll tell you, I've seen some stupidly beautiful places. And so, oh, you should respect everybody. Straight up. There's literally nothing you're going to get out of life that improves it by being mean to people. Like, that I know of. And I could be wrong. Somebody could be like, well, I have an example of when I was mean and it improved my life. I would prefer to be able to be kind to people and not be like that altogether. I'm going to have to shoot this guy down with a gun. Honestly, guys, the just be nice to people stuff is super valuable. Like, for one, you want to put positivity out and not a bunch of negative stuff. Because in all honesty, we're all in the same world. And honestly, I kind of think that hate and that stuff is like puking in the pool. We're all swimming in the same pool. Nobody wants a bunch of gross stuff in there. And so, like, that's how I see it. Like, if you put out hate, you're just puking in the pool. We're all in this pool. You're going to swim in it too. How's that going to help any of us if it's just all gross? And so if you can get through life being nice to people and making people's lives better, you're probably going to do better yourself. I have to make sure that I get caught up with where, like, you'll see something and it will piss you off because it's a visceral response. And in all honesty, guys, you know the media plays that game, right? Where you're going to tune in and you're going to watch it if they can elicit emotions out of you. And so they like to show you super negative crap about everybody. Because if you don't have emotions, you're not going to keep tuning in and stuff like that. And so we all kind of get played in this stupid game that they play where they like to elicit us to have feelings and extreme feelings. including hate, because it makes them ratings. None of that's good for you. Do you know that I don't know if it was Buddha. By the way, there's multiple Buddhas, and I'm not a Buddhist, but I do actually find a lot of philosophies fascinating. But I believe it's one of the Buddhas that says that hating another person is like drinking poison and expecting, you know what, I'm going to find the quote. I'm going to find it. Who said hating someone is like drinking poison and expecting it? And I can't remember the exact quote. It is a Buddha. It's a Buddha quote. Thank God. Hating is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And that legitimately is what it's like. Like, your hate for somebody else, especially some random person halfway across the world that you don't know, is not going to affect them at all, but it is going to poison your life. You're going to spend emotional energy, you're going to spend time that you could spend on so many better things, doing so much more happy stuff. For what? Like, legitimately, have you ever got, because I've had it happen where, like, I'll watch something and I'll get worked up about it, or I'll see something on, like, social media and I'll say something, and then, like, my comments toxic, then their comments back at me toxic. So then you're just checking the comment again and again, doing this back and forth thing in which nobody's doing anything but being toxic. And you waste a whole freaking day being toxic with some random person that why? What the crap are you going to gain out of that? Like, and I'm admitting right here that I've done it before. In fact, I try to make sure I don't do it now, because I've caught myself wasting my day in back and forth arguments with random people on the internet that I don't really, why do I care? And then they waste their whole day back and forthing with me trying to be toxic, in which now, great, we've wasted two people's whole day puking out negative crap. We probably had a dozen people read both of our comments, and they're also emotionally uplifted in the conversation. And you get this whole kind of toxic mob mentality going on where everybody's just being a complete ass. And I really do consider it kind of complete ass behavior. I mean, I've done it, so I'm not like, oh, only a complete ass. We all have a little bit of complete ass in us, as sad as that is. And it's super easy to get caught up in. And they know that. In fact, I believe the social media people, the people that control like all those platforms, I believe that they purposely allow for toxic behavior because they know that you're going to keep getting back on the freaking platform, checking and disagreeing, and they're going to have all kinds of interaction because they're taking advantage of people's toxicness. And it is toxicness, by the way. Okay, I'm going to grab one of these. Boom. I think we're good there. We're going to grab a knife. Oh, I don't want to actually go anywhere. We're just getting a weapon. Guys think we want an E-blade or a knife? I'm going to grab one of these today. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And so, in my mind, it's just bad. You don't want to get into that. I purposely try to avoid it. Once in a great while, I'll be dumb and I'll fall for the trick. But I do consider it purposeful, and I think social media companies and news agencies would prefer us all to just keep doing that because they make money off of it. Like, they make money off of the time you spend on their platform and watching their crap. And so they want to mess with you because if they mess with your emotions and they get you all caught up in some kind of crap, then all of a sudden you're gonna keep on jumping on their stupid platform and checking to see what the other guy said back at you. In which that's not good. That's not good at all, guys. Don't get trapped in it. Have you guys know what I'm talking about though, with the whole hey, I just wasted my whole frickin' day based off of stupidness? And I do consider it stupidness. You know, I kind of want to make a special price today. I'm almost wishing. Let's roll a dice, see who's going to win. Remember, the rules are that it has to be a person with under 40 in their stats. So this is a fancy 12-sided dice. I don't know why I have such a fancy 12-sided dice. 8, the 8th person. Hold on. We gotta get this. I really like helping out new people. Okay, now let's start scanning. Okay, that definitely is a Gray Sloth. I should have known. Gray Sloth was definitely not going to be under. But, okay, 1. There's 1. 2. We already scanned Bob here. 3. Okay, we're still at 3. Well, I don't believe this guy's going to be... Whoa, not that high, though. P-Reg, it's not going to be, but I hope they're doing awesome, just to be honest. Okay, we've got 4. And a name that made me laugh. 5. We've got 5 right there at Laney. Whew, this is going to be awesome. Okay, 6. 7. 8. Okay, Lu Eng. Let's get this up here. Let's get Lu Eng took care of. Okay. Bump. Bump. Boom. We all need to do more stuff to make positivity be more predominant in our world. Just gonna be honest. Okay, we've successfully hooked up a person. I feel you. Oh, they don't know how to check their stats. That's when you know you're really, really super new. Luckily, I scan them, so we know. But in all honesty, when you don't even know how to check your stats, you're super, super new. 3 agility? No. No, this Bob guy has to be joking. There's no, I don't believe anybody out there has 3 agility. That doesn't make sense. But maybe. You guys never know. I have a knife on me also? Where's my knife? Guys, I have too much stuff on me. I don't even know what I have on me. That's kind of wild. Okay, real quick, I'm going to wind it down by raiding over to somebody. If you guys have somebody you prefer that we raid over to, let me know. I'll let you know who the options are, or I could pull it up where you guys could see it. Let's let you guys see what's going on. That's actually the best way to do it, right? We go like this, we go like this, click a button, go into that. Doing your mining, and we click different buttons because we didn't go into what I thought we were going into. There it is, Stream Manager. Okay, gonna click the ready button. That's always important. Then we're gonna hit the, is this new people? Are there actually new people doing stuff? Let's do Entropia. Okay, does Alley Cats, you're in here. No, not you. You're ending soon. Okay, I will not raid you then. So, that leaves 2 people. That's a 50-50. Let's high and low, right? I'm going to roll a 6-sided dice. 1, 2, 3 is Aftamon. 4, 5, 6 is Mitsu. Okay, I don't know Mitsu, but we're going to raid on to Mitsu. It looks like they are actively playing, which is a good thing. It looks like they also have a virtual avatar. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Guys, I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really do hope you have a great week and kick butt. And just have an amazing day.